Welcome back to the OrganizedPreneur Podcast. The podcast launchpad is where we are. This is where systems and strategy meet simplicity. I am your host, Aldreama Harper. And so today we're talking about what makes the launch, host, and grow method so different. So if you haven't heard of the launch, host, and grow method, this is my signature method that I finally feel like I have hit the sweet spot of lead generation. And so this is a method or framework. I help you as a podcaster, or I help you as an online service-based entrepreneur, rather, to get leads. It is a systemized way for you to get leads to your business. So whether you are a service-based entrepreneur, coach, consultant, virtual assistant, if you're in any way in that category, this is for you. And so the thing that I have worked on for years is this methodology. The problem is I didn't know that that's what I was working on. I thought I was just helping people to launch a podcast. And what I discovered was this is a whole lead generation framework. And so I'm one that really loves systems and processes and frameworks and things like that. And this is something that I've been doing for years. I launched my first podcast in 2013. Didn't know exactly what I was doing. Prior to that, I was in the professional organizing business. It's kind of like where everything kind of came together. And so I began doing virtual events. I did some in-person events up until a few years ago. And it really was like, okay, this is a thing. And I had no idea that it was a thing, that it was a methodology, that it was a framework. And so until maybe a few months ago, I was like, okay, this has to have a name. So finally, came up with a name. Launch, Host, and Grow, or LHG is the acronym for Launch, Host, and Grow. So if you are tired of all the things trying to grow your business, posting, jumping on the newest trend, tweaking your offers, trying to figure out what is the offer, right? Spinning your wheels. If you're just doing all the things, then today's episode is going to give you some clarity. So most entrepreneurs are taught to build their business using trendy tactics and not timeless systems. Like you're told to post more, do more reels, do more carousels, go live, do this, do that. And yet your calendar is still empty. And so if you can relate to that, I certainly can, because here's the thing that I was doing. I was doing all of those things. I was trying everything. I was trying things that was not even working in my favor. And what I mean by that, I was doing things because it was working for other people, but it never felt right for me. And I thought, okay, well, if I keep doing it, then I'll just kind of grow into it and I'll start to like it. Now, that works for some things, but some of the things just didn't work. And so for me, and so that's when I realized that I have to stick with the things that's working for me. So that's where the LHG method sets everything apart, because it works and it's a methodology that really works. Because likely, if you're listening to this podcast, you're probably doing, if not all three, you may be doing two of the three things. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. And so it's not about hustling. That's what I really want. I want you to get that. It's not about hustling. It's not about grinding. It's not about working hard. It's about working smart. And it's about working or being strategic so that you build long-term momentum. So I've done a few episodes on this, and I guess I felt like maybe I need to do another episode on this so that I could really give people an idea of what this is all about. It's a very simple concept, honestly. And so I'm going to break it down in this episode. I don't think I've broken it down the way I'm going to do it today. And if so, well, maybe this one will be the one that really breaks through for you. Maybe this is the breakthrough that you needed if you're listening. Okay? All right. So let's start with step one. So of the LHG method, the first step is launching a podcast. What a podcast does is it helps you to position yourself as an expert, as an authority in your industry. It's not just about a fun passion project. Although you want to have fun doing it. I have fun creating podcasts. I love podcasting. I didn't love it when I wasn't getting the results that I thought I should be getting, and it's because I didn't have a lot of clarity. I didn't know exactly what I was doing. So I want you to think about, if you would, a person by the name of Lisa, a mindset coach who's been stuck trying to grow her Instagram for months. Okay, 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, you name it, with no real traction. Now, I could put my name in there, right? I'm not a mindset coach, but I do share things on mindset. But I have tried working with Instagram. I think I have like a love-hate relationship with some of the social media platforms. So let me get back to my thought. She's stuck trying to grow her Instagram for months with no real traction. Instead, she launches a podcast using the LHG method. She shares a story, some tools, and some client wins in a 10-minute weekly episode. By episode number 7, a listener sends her a DM. Says, I've been binge watching or binging or binge listening to your episodes. How can I work with you? That is a lead that found her, not the other way around. And that's what happens when your voice works for you. When people find you. I don't know about you, but like chasing after leads, that's exhausting. So launch a podcast so that you can position yourself as expert, as a thought leader, as an authority in your niche. Number 2, host a virtual event. Now, here's the thing. It can be a virtual event or it can be an in-person event. But the idea is that you host an event to create trust and connection. So I'm going to give you another hypothetical situation. Maybe it's hypothetical. Maybe it's not. I don't know. The world may never know. So let's talk about someone by the name of Patricia. She's a brand designer, amazing at what she does. But she struggles to convert followers into buyers. And so she decides to host a 2-day online workshop. Title of the workshop is From Idea to Identity. Build your brand with purpose. And she charges $27. Fills the event with 20 attendees using her podcast and email list. We'll get to that in a moment. And so here is the magic. During the workshop, she answers questions live. She shares some quick wins, shows her process. And by the end, 6 attendees booked discovery calls. She didn't need any fancy tech, just structure, a plan, and a willingness to serve. Hosting allows you to be seen, trusted, and booked. You say, well, you can do that on Instagram or on doing a Facebook Live. Yeah, you can. And I'm not disputing that at all. But hosting an event allows people or potential clients or listeners or watchers or attendees or what have you, it allows people to have an immersive experience with you. And that is what creates the trust and connection. Okay. All right. So that was number 2, host an event, a virtual event. I like virtual events because you can get more people to your virtual events rather than be limited to a local event. Now you can do hybrid events. Okay. So you can figure out what works for you. All right. So number 3 is grow your email list. Launch, host, and grow your email list. And what that does is it helps you to build an audience that you own. The thing is, with social media, I don't have to tell you this, with social media, you don't own the list. You don't own, that platform, not the list, but you don't own the platform. With an email list, you own the list, right? And so you can build an audience and the email list is yours. So let's look at Brittany. So Brittany is a wellness coach who is tired of building her business on shaky ground. She's tired of the algorithms. She's tired of the engagement drops and the shadow bans. See, that's what happens on like the social media platforms. They come on, they drop off, they hit the like button, they keep scrolling, right? So she shifts her focus and starts promoting a simple, free guide, a 5-minute reset routines for busy moms. Okay, so a wellness coach. So this is a lead magnet that she mentions in her podcast and promoted during her workshop. Bingo! In 1 month, she goes from 45 email subscribers to over 300. When she launches her 4-week coaching program, she doesn't need to guess who's interested. She already knows who's interested. It's the people that signed up on her list to get for her lead magnet. And so your email gives you a direct line to your future clients. It's not optional anymore. Emails still work. I don't know about you, but I'm on email lists. Not only do I buy products as a result of email list, but people have been on my email list that have eventually become a client. And so that's the power of this. Now, here's what really sets it apart. It's not just strategy. It's rooted in truth. You say, well, what do you mean, Aldreama? Well, Matthew 7 Verse 24 says, the wise woman builds her house on the rock. And that's what this method is. It is a foundation. It helps you to stop chasing followers. It helps you to start building a business that's stable, spirit-led, and scalable. And so with the LHG method, you're no longer asking, what do I post today? Now you're asking, how can I lead and serve today? And that is a powerful shift. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start growing with a clear strategy, I want you to check out some links that will be in the description of this episode. Resources, one on-demand podcast masterclass that takes a deeper dive into the launch, host, and grow methodology. Or you can book a call with me, book a strategy call with me. I'm happy to jump on a call with you. Now, lastly, if you really, really love this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it. Share it with a fellow entrepreneur. And it would really be cool if you left me a review, because I'm on all of the platforms. Like, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Amazon Music, I'm on YouTube, I'm on all of the platforms. You name it, I'm there. All you have to do is look up OrganizedPreneur Podcast. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Until then, stay organized, stay inspired, And I'll see you in your earbuds real soon. Have an amazing day.